this modern day and age of Google, where you can teach yourself literally anything, why are you not teaching yourself how to use credit cards?
Honestly, at this point, there's no excuse. I was taught that credit cards were basically the devil. Now I have 6 of them. I have a credit score in the 800s. All of my credit cards are in good standing, and I use all of them for a very specific purpose.
They all have rewards associated with them, so I use them a certain way to maximize those rewards. If one card has 6% cash back on groceries and the other one doesn't, guess which card I'm using at the grocery store? Not the first one that happens to find its way into my hand.
They can be such a good tool, and I'm going to explain in a series how to make credit cards work for you. Stop letting them scare you.
When I was 20, my mom called me to ask how credit cards work. So I didn't learn anything from her. I learned it the super hard way. And one thing I learned was that your credit score is majorly impacted by how much of your credit card you're using. That was a tough lesson. So let me know if I should do a series on how credit cards work, or things my mom also didn't teach me.
My toddler has a credit card. Relax. She's just an authorized user on my credit card. But as long as I keep that card in good standing, by the time she turns 18, she'll have 16 years of healthy credit history, which will give her a leg up when she becomes an adult. That's more than most people have.
We had over a year worth of gas free, and we drove our cars every single day. What happened was, when sports gambling was legalized in our state, we used this reward stacking thing that I talked about in this other video, and we would go to the grocery store and buy thousands of dollars worth of gift cards to these sports book apps like MGM and that one with the king, I don't know, whatever. And then we would place the bet on like a sure thing, on like a virtually guaranteed bet. And so we would win back like our initial bet and then like 5 cents, because we weren't in it for the winnings. We were in it for the gas rewards. We racked up so many rewards from our grocery store that we had up to 30 gallons free a transaction at the gas pump. So then what we would do, in order to make sure we weren't losing any of those gallons, because my husband's gas tank is only 17 gallons and mine is even less than that, he would take his car, and then he would also take gas cans that we own, and he would fill up his tank and the gas cans. And then he would come home and he would manually fill up my tank, because if you do it the normal way, by just taking each car individually to fill up their tank as needed, you would lose like half of that like reward. So I tell you all of this because it doesn't work for us anymore. Our grocery store doesn't recognize those gift cards specifically for the rewards program, but your grocery store or your state might have something similar. Pay attention to the rewards that are out there, the things that are available to you, and figure out how to make them work for you, because we got over a year's worth of free gas.
3 things that you should do to make your Starbucks coffee cheaper. Number 1 is you need to go buy the Starbucks gift card with your credit card. 2, make sure you buy that gift card at a grocery store. Not online, not on the Starbucks app, but buy it at the grocery store. Number 3, upload that gift card to your Starbucks app and use the Starbucks app to make your purchase. This is going to stack 3 rewards for you: credit card rewards, grocery store rewards, and Starbucks rewards. You're saving money with a cup of coffee that you're going to buy anyway. Make sure to save this video so you don't forget, or send it to your coffee bestie.
The greatest crime perpetrated on the American public is not making financial literacy a core subject every single year like math and science, and you can't convince me otherwise. There are a few things that are more valuable and applicable than financial literacy, and very few things that are more misunderstood than your finances. Doing this with your credit card could cost you thousands. On every statement, they tell you exactly how long it's going to take for you to pay off their credit card by only doing the minimum payment. This is my actual bill from December. You can say that my minimum payment is $40, and that's the total. This says it's going to take me 8 years, and I'm going to end up paying over double. That is years of interest and free money that you're giving to your credit card. So if you can, always pay off your credit card. Do not do the minimum payment. Go check your bill. Tell me how long it says it's going to take you. This is going to piss people off, but it has to be said. You are not serious about your money unless you create a budget for yourself. You have no good understanding, I should say, of where your money is actually going. How much money is coming in and how much money is going out. You have no idea. Budgeting changed my life, and it can absolutely change yours too, but you have to do it.
I don't understand why everyone's not doing this. Listen closely. If you shop at Amazon, okay, and you have a credit card that gives you rewards for shopping at a grocery store, and the grocery store that you happen to shop at has its own rewards program for shopping there, go to your grocery store, take your credit card, buy yourself an Amazon gift card for roughly the amount of money you're going to spend on that purchase anyway. Buy it at the grocery store, because then you're getting grocery store rewards and you're getting credit card rewards. That's 2 times the amount of rewards that you're going to get by just buying it on Amazon. So take the extra step, drive to your grocery store, purchase a gift card with your credit card, and you will get more rewards.
Listen, girl, I completely get it. This is how I felt 8 years ago when I was broke and had no idea what I was doing with my finances. But I eventually had to get real with myself, because when I sat down and looked at my finances, I realized what I was spending my money on. I was watching Netflix every day. I was going to Starbucks multiple times a week for a $5 cup of coffee. And I was going out to eat several times a week, and, you know, a myriad of other things that I was really just throwing my money away on. This is an opportunity for you to sit down, look through your finances, create a budget, and find out where your money is going. The fact of the matter is, most people do not realize what their own spending habits are because they don't have a budget and they're not really paying attention. I'm not saying skip paying your bills. You have necessities and things that need to be taken care of. But I guarantee you that there's portions of your budget that you're spending money on convenience and comfort, and you need to realize exactly how much you're spending on that. And I'm not someone who's a fan of saying, you know, go cold turkey and never, ever go out to eat ever. But cut back and then take the money that you've, you know, saved from not going to Starbucks a couple of times a week. Instead of going 3 times a week, only go twice a week or once a week. Save that $5, $10 and invest that. And there are tools that you can use that allow you to invest as much as you can. So I responded to someone else's comment with how to start off investing. You can use Robinhood, which allows you to participate in fractional shares. So if you want to buy a piece of Apple and it's $100 to buy one share of Apple and you can't afford that, that's fine. You can just purchase however much you can afford of that share. So if you only have $5 to invest in an Apple, you can buy $5 of one Apple share. There are tools out there. There are things you can do, but this is a great opportunity for everyone to sit down, go through their budget, be honest with yourself, be honest. Another tool you can use is you can look up investment calculators, and I've actually have this one in the comment reply, the link to it, so you can go look it up. But if you look at this, if you invest $1 today, in 10 years, it's worth over double that. And I will probably be working for another 30, 35 years. So every dollar that I invest today is going to be worth $15 by the time I retire. So it's little sacrifices today, little pieces, just get started, because you're securing your future. You're making it possible for you to retire and live the life you want to live. This is a great question. I saw someone responded and said Stash. I've never used Stash, but I have used Acorns. And so what Acorns does is it takes your purchases and it rounds it up to the nearest whole dollar and then takes those savings and invests it for you. So if you bought something for $8.95, it will round your purchase up to $9, and then it will take those 5 cents that it forces you to save and it will invest for you. And you will get to pick how aggressive you want Acorns to be when it's looking at investing. So you don't get to pick the specific companies, but you get to pick like the plan and the approach. Another good one is Robinhood. So if you like any other main brokerage, like I use Ally Invest and Fidelity, Charles Schwab's, some other ones. You can always Google those. It's hard to find a bad brokerage. But what happens is a singular stock, they all vary in prices. So Apple, for example, could cost $100 for one singular share, one singular stock of Apple. And you might not have $100 to buy that, but you might still be interested in investing in Apple, in that company. So what Robinhood does is it lets you invest in fractional shares. So if you only have $25, you can buy $25 worth of that one share. So those are a couple good options. I think the main point to get across here is that you just want to get started. Don't get overwhelmed with all of the choices that are out there. Don't get obsessed with having a certain dollar amount invested. You will eventually get to where you want to go. There is a very popular phrase that is applied to usually savings. It says, a dollar saved today is worth more than a dollar saved tomorrow. And the same principle applies with investing. A dollar invested today is worth more than a dollar invested tomorrow, regardless of what the stock market is currently doing. I am down $600 as of Friday, but I'm still up overall over $2,000. And you can see, here's the proof of the pudding. I have overall gained over $2,000, even though on Friday I lost $638.37. It's worth it. So buy your stocks while they're cheap.